Hello everybody. I put out a poll recently on YouTube asking if people would like to see some videos with some voiceover, so I'm going to go ahead and do that with the next level to show off, which would be Floodgate. So go ahead and get that started right now. First and foremost, I found a better microphone. Turns out my best headphones, Bluetooth headphones, or my gaming headset, or anything like that had nothing to hold against my wired headphones that came with my Galaxy S9 a couple years ago. Who'd have thunk? So anyway, first and foremost, main thing you might notice right off the bat is the chapter titles and objectives are all going to be custom now.
The flood. It's spreading all over the city.
Albert still got his little boxing glove. Actually, looks like the boxing glove is holding the carbine right now because he's... It's kind of funny.
Risk losing the entire planet. Chief, make your way to the crash site.
Nice, pretty lights in the fog. Oh, yeah, your stun gun's really gonna... Yep. Let's find where the Gravemind stashed his hentai. Let's do this. Chief has a serious objective now. Regarding the checkpoint and loading text, I am planning on, once I'm finished, changing the text that shows up for each, every single individual level. It's a bit of work right now to do it since I'll have to rebuild, but once I know everything's done, I'm going to have to manually do it basically in between each build, but it'll make more sense at that point. I'm going to try to use some lesser used weapons. I also wanted to go over a couple of the changes, obviously, just discuss each little weapon individually. This is actually my first time playing this level, so first and foremost, I'm really curious how the... It's actually a pretty good anti-flood gun. They just need a shower. How about making them stinky? Also incredibly good. To all you who said the dart rifle wasn't any good. Haha. I did actually go ahead and improve it. It is full auto now. So if you hold down the trigger, this is how fast you'll fire. Still 3 shots to do a little gas cloud. But it should be a little bit better. Scarab gun hidden outside there. It is grabbable. I'm not going to show how to grab it, but whenever you get to this level, there'll be a heads up there. Got a marble. I actually had overhauled this as well. There are 4 different effects now. So before, everything that could possibly spawn was in one major effect. Now I've changed it so there's an initial marble that will pick a random effect. That effect will spawn a different marble pretty seamlessly. And then those marbles will contain their own unique effects. So we have weapon spawns, vehicle spawns, equipment spawns, or just destructive spawns. So first off, let's see what we get. We've got an equipment spawn. So once you see one item pop out, you'll know pretty clearly that's what's going to be spawning on this one. Oh, an active camo. Okay, so this is actually overhauled recently as well now. Let's get the name for that real quick. To become a solidified legless lizard, we'll swap for super stealthy camouflage. New custom icon up there that I made. And when you use it, you got a little box you can shoot out of. You can run around with it. Can't kind of see this way because we're super stealthy, you see. And they'll kind of flip on you. For anyone who doesn't understand the reference, that is a Metal Gear Solid reference with Solid Snake with that solidified legless lizard. Obviously don't want to use... Dear God, Arbiter. I don't want to use copyright names. But it seems like a good use of active camouflage. Super active camo. That was terrible aim on my part. Everyone just ignore that. Go ahead and get some flood, some baths. kind of forgot for a second that these are not frag grenades, and expected that to do something more than just launch a couple of flood out of the way. Ow. Of course, Arbiter using the fertility rifle was just messing everybody up. I will grab one too. So this is actually one of my favorite weapons I made now, only because everybody's reaction when they pick it up is priceless to me. Oh, we got fire hydrant. Originally, some may remember, was the slip space rifle, which first and foremost really was just another slip space weapon. It wasn't really very unique, and as you're playing with the sandbox, most people would just set it down because it was like, okay. It was kind of fun because it would bounce around a lot, but it was really just a overcharged plasma pistol shot. It wasn't anything super special. So overhauled it, and while I was messing with it, I had modified some values, and I saw when I shot it, the bullets would do this weird little, kind of like they had their own mindset, and then they break and go off and do the next thing, and looked like a certain fertility-related item, if you will. And thus the fertility rifle was born. Oh my lord. Fire hydrant now has a 50-50 chance of spawning water or fire, so that one was just the traditional fire hydrant, but we also have a literal fire hydrant that'll spawn now. I say we as if there's anyone more than me working on this, but it's the collective we. It's all of you. Everyone playing this. We all have it now. These are actually kind of scary around fusion coils. Also very effective against the flood, though. Like I said, this is my first time playing Floodgate. Got the new flamethrower here. The projectilinator. What does it do? Well, it just shoots a random assortment of all the projectiles in the game. It also has a chance to shoot equipment out, so you can get a marble from this, you could get a grav lift, you could get random equipment, you can get all sorts of things from it. It does shoot frag grenades, as you're seeing, or rocket-propelled grenades, as you're seeing. Shoots plasma grenades, spike grenades, all that stuff. There's a chance before it releases that I might just make you walk at normal speed with it, because it's very annoying walking with the turret. I totally forgot about that, but I have the power to fix that now, so. Pretty dangerous in close quarters, as you can see. Checkpoint confidence. Bella should enter Gavin free. So I don't think I'm going to use that right up. Yeah, let's just not. Ow. Oh, that was a mistake to run through that. I'm going to try... Let's see, let's change up our weapons here to try everything out that we can. So we got pea shooter, slip space rifle. Oh, before I continue, actually, one thing I want to point out is the American-made assault rifle here. You can see on the screen itself there's actually new icons on the bottom under the 00, so we know it's not ammo-based anymore as much. What that means is the left one is a fire icon, which is the weapon's heat. The longer you shoot it, obviously it gets more red anyways, goes from green to yellow to red, and that's its heat, cools down. The number on the right will not drop back down. That's the weapon's age, so the more you shoot it, the more it will age. And as it ages, a couple things will happen. It'll overheat faster, it'll misfire more, the recoil will be a little more, and there will be a little bit more spread on the gun, I believe. So you can see the last one I made up to 3 heat by holding it down all the way. This one we made up to 5 heat. which means the next one most likely will be an explosion. I also toned down the recoil because that was everyone's main complaint. Was, holy cow, this thing has a ton of recoil, which, you know, why have a foregrip if you're going to do that? As you can see on the boxing glove, I did remove the battery on that, so it's just a... It's a boxing glove. Why do you have charge on it? Oh, that actually made me feel kind of bad. However, it looks like the battery's still running out, so I guess I need to fix it not draining entirely, but you can't see the battery. Every weapon actually does have its own, when you're out of ammo and it's your other gun, it will have its own unique. So you have made in the USA to switch back to your assault rifle because you're out of ammo on the glove. Crack it open a can with the boys. Can of peas, of course. We got a zap. Ready to launch some things. Of course, when you shoot, it'll launch some things. Trying to put in as many little details and hidden things as I can into this. I'm going to do a pea shooter here, though.
Hail humans and take heed. This is the carrier, Shadow of Intent. Clear this sector while we deal with the flood.
Nothing to do with the drop pods. Mostly modifying things that we as the player can get into. Got traffic cone here. Of course, the red flashlight. Oh, that was just a random elite. Whoops. Look at all of them with their boxing gloves. Got a bunch of people ready to go fight. It makes me laugh every time. I hope it makes everyone else laugh too. Try and ring around the rosy with this flood here. Okay, see you later. A lot of the weapons across the board did get damage boost. Let's get a marble here, see what we can get out of this. Oh, got a vehicle spawner effect. Try not to shoot that. Ooh, boy. Punch some flood. Ow, ow, ow. I really want to get in that wraith. Arbiter, calm down where you're shooting. Flood need to eat their peas. Can I just wash away the infection forms? I think the Wraith despawned. Kind of the issue of this right now is as you spawn a bunch of things and the engine was never meant to hold a bunch. So it kind of just removes things. See you later, Arbiter. You know, clean some flood. I missed all of that. I couldn't see where I was shooting at all. At least this gun has some use. There is actually a water damage effect I have added into this that has some specific uses. Explicitly, or specifically, I'm not good at talking while I do commentary. If you look through my 12 years of YouTube videos, I think I've made a single commentary video before, so trying to do my best with this just to give some insight. Specifically, though, the water damage will be used against the cardboard scarab that I showed off in the last video. Ow. It's just made out of cardboard. Cardboard's weak against water, ergo. Water gun will damage it a lot. It's actually, I think, 2 full bursts in my testing should take it down. Obviously, if it's moving, it's going to be a little more difficult, but Arbiter is making this hell. I don't want to believe. Laser light show is actually really cool looking in the fog. Okay, I stuck that box, didn't I? I don't know what's going on anymore. Ow. There's a rocket somewhere. Okay, he just blew up. Ow. They were ready. Maybe a little bit premature on that. But it's okay. Get a light show going on down there. Oh boy. Punch a flood. Let's grab a light show here. If anyone had played only during the first update and hasn't played since the first release, rather, and hasn't played since the update that came out a few weeks after launch, the Spiker rifle, Spiker, whatever it's called, now has 2 firing modes. First off, the lights are a little more colorful now, but now there's a charge mode that drains the entire magazine, but doesn't bounce around and does a bunch of damage, so kind of useful if you have a direct target. If you have a room full of enemies, it's still probably better to just use the regular bounce shots because they bounce around and keep hurting people.
Chief, the elites are looking for something. We didn't believe them when they told us.
Cortana, Chief. She's on that ship. Find her. Get her up.
See how this goes against this guy. Got hentai and Christmas photos. Gravemine's just loaded with blackmail. Do a flamethrower. Clean. Can't touch me. Got a boxing match. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's hold. It's holding. So definitely one thing I've noticed in the playthroughs is for this turret, everyone's favorite chaotic turret. There's a bug in that, and it's just something with Halo 3 I've noticed, that if you dismount the turret, there's no pushback when you break it directly off. There's something strange with that one, but if you pick it up fresh, then it becomes the actual back smasher and will launch you. Not really sure how to fix that other than making it so you just can't detach turrets anymore. I think I'll probably just leave it as it is, because otherwise people will be confused why they can't even take the turret anymore. Not really sure what I can do about it, though. It just seems to be a weird little bug in the game. Go back to the dart rifle. The ranged flood now shoot the flood spore rifle spores at you. Okay. A little less annoying than the regular shots, especially because it doesn't look like they can hit you. Oh, nope, they can hit you. Okay. Although looking at it, I may need to increase the damage, so that'll be done a little afterwards. I also, although there's none in this level, I did change the Gauss, not the cannon itself, but the Jackal snipers that use them. Hold on, let me just. Yep. I did change them to be less accurate, so instead of having Bungie's 100% accuracy that they gave them, I toned it down to a maximum of 75% accurate on Legendary, and I think easy and normal it's... Oh boy, easy and normal it's like 50% max, I think, so... Yeah, I saw a couple videos where people were trying to play on Legendary, and yeah, it was a bit brutal, so... Not trying to go that kind of cursed. I missed. See you later. Get away from that thing before it blows up. Screw it. Baseball bat and boxing glove. The way Halo 3 is meant to be played. It's never not funny to me. Arguably the best addition into this. And I'm okay with that. I do also have plans. I need to look into the scripting a little bit. I know where it is. But to make it so you don't move at 15% speed in these Gravemind and Cortana moments, it's very annoying, first off. And second, I think it was for the Xbox 360 to be able to handle loading in new memory. And that shouldn't be an issue on anyone's PC. If your hard drive is still at the same speed as a 360, I'm sorry, first off, for many things. And you should probably upgrade, let's be honest. But these are just obnoxious. Also, another thing people may have noticed is the boxing glove view model was taking up over half the screen before and was a nightmare to deal with, so I did move it back a little bit to make it a little more bearable to use, and I think that is in effect here. But that's it for this for now. The Ark only has a couple things left to do. The Scarab actually I think is completely done now. All I have to do is the missile pod on the Storm, and that level's fully done. The Ark only has the Sentinel beam and the whatever the Forerunner equipment thing is that shoots like little beams. Just need to take care of those two. And then those are done. I still want to get the Banshee done. I'm probably going to get that done after this video. And then the Hornet as well. But once the Banshee and Hornet are done, that might be the rest of the game. And it might be up for release sooner than I expected. We might be able to get this out in the next week or two. Don't hold me on that. It might be a little longer. I do still work full-time. I am still married. Life happens. But with the rate that this is coming together in this last week, I've been using the motivation of seeing people's videos on this as a way to push myself to just complete it. So it's very close. People have really been enjoying it. I really want to get it out before people have to wait too long. So that's the goal. I have just some 3D modeling to do for my Banshee idea.
That will not be necessary.
I believe it'll be hilarious. At least for me. If I can make myself laugh, I've won. If I can make other people laugh, I've absolutely won. But all this, all the modding and the YouTube channel and everything has always been for me. And I don't mean that as a very selfish way, but I mean I'm not trying to make money off this. I'm not trying to make a living off this. It's always just been goofy little uploads. And having people get a little bit of a reach is always just, it's just a good feeling. The trailer I expected to get, 1,000, 2,000 views at best. Once I hit 6 figures, it was really shocking. But overall, lots of love, which I appreciate. The like to dislike ratio was stupid. Like, almost full 99% of people who voted liked it.
And you
people seem to
shipmaster
really be
just
enjoying it
blast
that
half
I've
a
seen in the
continent.
videos that are playing it. The people I've seen not enjoying it are the ones who will just not test the sandbox. They'll just use like the battle rifle and assault rifle and not really use anything else, and then they don't enjoy playing it. But the whole purpose of these is to
Cortana. Did you see her
try
condition?
everything and
How
coming
damaged
up with
she is?
unique ideas for the entire sandbox. Halo 3
corrupted for all
sandbox
we
is
know.
gigantic.
Her solution could
So that's
be a
always
flood
been the number
trap.
one issue,
Go
is
through the portal.
trying to
Find
keep
out
things
what's
original, which is why this has
What we
taken
should
about a year
do,
now to do.
Commander, is understand clearly that this is
But I'd say it's worth
humanity's
it.
final stand.
I am sitting through the cutscene because there are still,
We go, we risk everything.
for
Every
me
last man,
in
woman, and
particular,
child.
I'm curious about the
We
cutscene
stand
where
our ground.
Johnson and Arbiter are carrying the weapons around, and see if they'll be updated
No.
with my
If your construct is wrong,
new models and weapons I put in.
I'll find Cortana's solution. And I'll
I'm
bring
just
it
kind of,
back.
you know, chatting,
Earth
watching through this.
is all we have left. You trust Cortana that much?
Sir. Yes, sir.
This is either the best decision.
Also, hopefully there hasn't been too many background noises.
Hell of it is, Chief.
Too much background
I
noise.
doubt I'll live long enough to find out which.
Definitely some cars driving by and being a little obnoxious on the main road here. Excuse me, that is not a hyper hog. He is driving that way too reserved. Oh, they are different models. Okay. Oh nope, he's got the got the beam rifle Gauss cannon. No, those are actually my custom models. Okay, never mind. The carbines just look normal purple. Well, this about concludes that. So, I'll try to have a video up on the Ark playthrough soon. I think I should be able to knock out those last couple things really quickly. And then I'm going to look at the next three, the final three levels. I do still need to do something for the invincibility equipment and the, like I said, that Forerunner one. So I have 2 equipment items left to do. I have like 2 or 3 weapons. And then a couple vehicles, and that's it. I'm down to the last couple percentages of these. So, yeah. There's nothing new on the Ark. This isn't even built, so I'm not even going to bother with that. But thank you for watching. And hopefully my rambling was somewhat informative and fun to watch and a good insight. And we will get to the Ark upload soon. I will talk to you all later. Bye.